Okay, so I got a couple of clips about the neo-Nazis drama, and I'm gonna just play all the clips that I gathered, and then we're just gonna talk about that. So this first one is more of an overview, and then the rest of them is just gonna be like the whole thing without like really no commentation. So we'll just watch this. This is just mainly an overview when they was talking about it, because the clips, like the body cams, have been released from that day. I believe it was the 7th. So let's go ahead and watch that.
Law enforcement response. Evendale police are now releasing about an hour's worth of body camera footage on social media, saying they want you to see what happened for yourself. So the video starts on the overpass. You can see the crowd of counter protesters moving towards that neo-Nazi group who have put up flags with swastikas. We know some of the white supremacists even had guns with them. Now, as the crowd gets closer, the officers telling them to get back in the U-Haul, get back in the truck, close it, and leave. Then the officer turns and focuses on holding back a very unruly and unhappy crowd. About 5 minutes later, that same officer tracks down the U-Haul outside a Laughlin Local Schools building. This is just minutes before students were set to be released from class. The officer then approaches the truck. You see it here on your screen with Nazis inside and in the back. One says he left his car with a service dog inside it near that I-75 overpass. Take a listen to the exchange.
He's my service animal. That's why I really need to get him. But
Get your Uber. Let's go. Here, get your mask on. Let's go.
I don't give a my face right now.
Just take that black that shirt off, and you can get in my car.
Cool, thank you, brother.
And then
God bless you, dude.
if I got in the driver's seat of the car, would the dog bite me? You think? No. Okay.
No. He's a good dog.
He'll sniff you to death.
You make sure you got your keys. Hey,
Yeah, I got the.
you guys have? Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done.
There's no other.
We're just trying to go get the dog and get the Jeep, and then we're out.
Yeah, we're gone.
Let's go grab it.
So that man, the only one to take his mask off, him and the driver of that U-Haul. The officer leaves that U-Haul unsupervised, drives that man, puts him in the backseat of his car, takes him back to the overpass, and along the way, that man tells the officer the group was going back to a hotel near Louisville. Back at the scene of the rally, he's told by the officer it is too dangerous to get to the car and the service animal, as he's told the tires on that Jeep were slashed. He's eventually taken back to the police department where the 55-minute video cuts off. There is a lot to unpack from this video, start to finish. 55.
So that was it. Yeah, that was it for that one. That's crazy though. Just the dude took his mask off. He was like, "Yeah, I want my dog." But here's the next one. The officer really went to go help him to get that dog though. The officer didn't even get names. But he shut it was got all their names. But he just let it we'll just continue. This is the next video.
New video just released by Evendale Police shows the moments an officer interacted with a neo-Nazi group after that demonstration over 75 near Lincoln Heights.
There's been a lot of discussion, obviously, about this incident since it happened 11 days ago on February 7th. So you're about to see the officer on the overpass first ordering the white supremacist group to get into the U-Haul and leave the bridge when counter-protesters then arrive. So about 5 minutes later, you could see the same officer.
It's more or less the same thing that we just watched. So I'm not going to replay it. But I know it was some more information about the releasing of the body cam footage.
Okay, so the video goes on to show that officer drive back to the original overpass where the demonstration happened.
So I do have that video. We're going to be playing that pretty soon. So like he does drive back. Like back to the actual scene, because I'm pretty sure everyone heard that there was a black Jeep and they slashed the tires on that car.
Happened. Evendale Police just released the video a week after it released footage from several other officers that day. On social media, the village of Evendale saying, quote, "There is a significant amount of misinformation circulating on social media regarding the actions of Evendale officers on February 7th. We are uploading the body camera footage of every officer who responded on February 7th so that you can see the actions of our officers with your own eyes." We have a link to that on our website. Go to WLWT.com. We will link you to all.
Yeah, if you want to go to that website. I tried going. It was like, no. I would go like towards the end. No, when I'm about to wrap it up to see if it works. I tried. I didn't really see much, but unless I went to the wrong one. So this one was when they went back, but I do want to play this one first. I mean, we're not gonna watch the whole thing because they said that this officer he tracked them down. That doesn't even seem to be the case. They met up, so I'm gonna kind of fast forward it.
83, go ahead.
So this is his seatbelt. He's in the car, so he's driving. So I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. See, he's driving. And he in the U-Haul and what? This is why I say he didn't track them down. It seems like he just met up with them. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, so he's pulling over. The lights wasn't on, no siren, nothing. So that's how you know he didn't pull no one over. In that car, they're behind him. You can't track no one down if they're following. It seems like they're following you. You met up with these people, like these people.
We're trying to figure out a plan to get that. Yeah, I don't know if we've got to get him an Uber or something.
See, let me go back. You heard that. So we trying to. The officer said we're trying to figure out a plan to get that Jeep.
We're trying to figure out a plan to get that. Yeah, I don't know if we've got to get him an Uber or something. That's probably the best bet, I'm guessing.
So the one in with the hat glasses, he was like, "Oh, we can try to get him an Uber." He was. I watched this earlier, so he kept saying it throughout the like
I don't think anybody knows.
a few times. He said it a few times.
If the dog in there is cool with, if the dog is in there is cool with me driving it to you guys, I can go and get it. But there's a dog in there. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to get a good dog. He's my service animal. That's why I really need to get him. But if it's
Let's go. Here.
This dude was like a service. This dude has a service animal doing all this stuff. That's what's crazy.
Get your mask on. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck about my face right now.
Just.
I mean, you see his face. Most likely, if he's working under someone, he should be fired. Honestly, but let's
Just
continue.
take that black that shirt off, and you can get my car.
Cool, thank you,
And
brother.
then
God bless you, dude.
if I got in the driver's seat of the car, would the dog bite me? You think? No.
No.
Okay.
He'll
He's a
sniff-
good dog.
He'll sniff you to death.
You make sure you got your keys.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Y'all heard that though? Y'all heard that? Let me go back.
He'll sniff you to death.
you make sure you got your
He said, "Did you hear that hard R tripping out?"
keys.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, I got the key. Yeah.
do you guys have?
And that dude just ignored it, mainly because he knew like that body cam zone, so he can't say nothing. But he just ignored it, like he heard it, but he's acting like it's
You
whatever.
guys done?
Yeah.
No correction in that.
We're done. We're done for the
There's
day.
no other.
Unless you heard that too.
Yeah, I got the key.
Do
Yeah.
you guys have? Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done. We're done for the day.
There's no other.
We're done for the day. You about to do this again? Y'all about to do this again? We're done for the day. So what? You better do it again?
No, we're just trying to go get the dog and get. Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done. We're done for the day.
There's no other.
We're just trying to go get the dog and get the Jeep, and then we're out.
And then we're gone.
Let's go grab it.
No, then I don't even think they got charges. It was a claim with the news. They said like no, that he took them back to the police station, but I don't know. He was acting a bit too friendly.
Make sure you got your seatbelt on. There, you might probably need my help.
I don't know how to do it, bro.
Is it right here? Or? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, dude, we sound like, dude, we need to go. This is bad. But you know how those influencers are.
Bruh.
You not play poker? You not know when to hold your hand? Like, dude, we need to go.
I'm pretty sure he drives to the place.
Go back up there.
I'm just making sure there's no dialogue.
Do they know?
So this is when he starts talking.
Hey, do they know not to go back up there?
Yeah, no, they're going back to the hotel.
Okay, and you're just gonna meet them there?
And we're in Louisville. We're in Kentucky anyway, so we're
Okay.
not here in.
So he's not even in that. He heard him. He was like, I think he said Louis.
Okay, and you're just gonna meet them there?
And we're in Louisville. We're in Kentucky anyway, so we're
Okay.
not even here
Okay.
Like, put it on his belt. I don't really want to miss dialogue, so I'm trying to hesitate on skipping. But then I don't know. There's just nothing happening. There's like no really reason to watch it. That's why 5 seconds we're just gonna
Just when we
hopefully.
get ever closer to here, don't.
Dude, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Like I was telling Nick, we need to get antagonized. Like, there's more and more coming out the woodwork, dude. It's gonna get to a point where I'll start to be able to hold them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, dude, we gotta have the footage. I can't walk through here to get back.
86 county units, let's try to concentrate on getting traffic moving through the intersection down here.
The main reason he had him take off his shirt so that he won't get recognized. Like, no, be one of the guys.
And
It'd be a whole thing.
get some of these residents to circle around.
Full event you have.
Yeah, that wasn't a fun start to the week.
Yeah, full event you.
So I went back a few seconds.
This will be the most eventful event you have.
Yeah, he's like, hopefully this is like the most eventful event.
Yeah, that wasn't a fun start to the week.
No, even to me, like, I've never encountered anything like that. You know, and it's like,
So what? They just went up and think, and everyone's just gonna ignore them.
I picked up like, hey, stop antagonizing.
So they already knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
Like where the Section 8s, and I said, They
Go
was
on, go.
willing to do it on the
Every time I hear dialogue, I like just.
bridge before that, like the one with like the soul food and chicken wing spot.
Yeah.
Like where the Section 8s, and I said, I said, I am not going this.
Yeah.
But I feel like this officer was way too friendly. He was way too eager to help. It wasn't even no citation or ticket or nothing. That's what it seems like. And then the news try to like say that he was what? They went to what they claimed. I'm gonna go back. I'm not trying to just say they say something, so I'm gonna go back to that other video after we watch the rest of them. Because I'm not trying to say anyone say anything. I'll be 100% sure. So I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna go back, after the rest of the videos I have, and the video's gonna carry on from there.
Get everybody attached to the Lincoln Heights or Evendale detail advised. That U-Haul advised their next stop or the location they were going to next. Or if they were being followed by chance.
4 Everett 83. I just got done talking with them. They pulled over off down into Lockland. And they said they're done for the day. And they're moving on to the hotel they're staying at somewhere in Louisville. So hopefully that is the case.
What do you think? I think if we clear out, they'll clear out. What do you think?
I think so too. I'm not all that. I think they're here because of us. They're gone. They left. I talked to them. I got the owner of the Jeep in my car right now.
Well, he's gonna have to wait. What's that? It's worth a shot.
Come on, Charles 93, go ahead.
If they see me getting in there and drive it, they're gonna be pissed.
Aviation way, vision way, blocking traffic.
Someone said that they slashed their tires. I don't know if that's true. That is.
I couldn't hear anything in the middle of that.
Yeah, I understand.
Come on, Charles 93, that's clear.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go risk opening that car. There is a dog in there, a service dog.
Oh, it's a service dog?
So I'm wondering if it's worth me going and getting it. And how do they know it's that? How do they know that car's involved?
Hey, Kat, can I call you back in a few?
All right, let's think about this. If you try to get in it, they're gonna
go nuts.
They're gonna go nuts, and they're gonna try to block you, and then they're gonna try to get hit, right, or something. Okay. What if?
All right. Why don't we move our meeting here over to that parking lot? We'll finish this conversation over there.
Sounds good.
All right?
All right, that works.
Sounds good.
So you was okay with what they did?
Scan off.
Is there a dog in there?
Yeah, that's a dog.
Whose car is it?
I don't know. What made y'all come over here?
Someone called and said people were slashing tires in a parking lot. We don't know whose car it is.
They better come get it right now. It's going to be a whole lot worse.
We're gonna need to get a tow. There's a dog in there. This is a disaster. We really need everyone to clear out.
I believe so. Yeah. I was thinking that.
Not with this, G. So you need to pull off, man.
What's that copper for?
Ground and rod.
What kind of work you do? That was a
Biggest mistake
bunch
we
of
ever did.
absolute children, losers.
Are you really the last person to find out?
All of that of Evendale saying, quote, there is a
Here's the exchange now between the Evendale officer and the neo-Nazi group in the U-Haul, and the one man not wearing a mask you're about to see asked the white supremacist group to get. So about 5 minutes later, you could see the same officer walk up to the U-Haul outside of a Lockland local schools building shortly before kids were about to be released from class that day. Here's the exchange now between the Evendale officer and the neo-Nazi group in the U-Haul, and the one man not wearing a mask you're about to see asking if he can go back and pick up his service.
We need to leave like forever ago, but
Sir, drive back to the original overpass where the demonstration happened. Evendale police just released the video a week after it released footage from several other officers that day. On social media, the village of Evendale saying, quote, there is a significant amount of misinformation circulating on.
I'm trying to find that video. So let me see. I think it was this one.
That Jeep were slashed. He's eventually taken back to the police department where the 55-minute video cuts off. There is.
So I don't know where they get that from. That's like one of my like hold up moments. Like, but the main thing that I'm thinking about is when this
A
one.
very unruly and unhappy crowd. About 5 minutes later, that same officer tracks down the U-Haul outside.
He didn't track it down. He met up with them. That's what it honestly seemed like. Because if you're tracking them down, you know you'll be like looking for them. But no. And then that officer came up to them already knowing. Unless like the only reason I can possibly think of is this scene right here.
Them to get back in the.
But I don't really. I don't think there's a video. Well, they might be. It might be a video of the
Law in
beginning.
the aftermath of that neo-Nazi rally.
Here, community leaders are searching for a way to legally intervene. Hate speech, though offensive and volatile.
Okay, so he's saying, can he get an escort to his car? It's kind of hard to hear because the upper. But he's asking, oh, can I get an escort?
Is protected speech. Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey has made it clear she's not okay with just leaving it to the bridge to retrieve his service dog, but told him it seemed too dangerous to get to his car. The police body cam video shows an officer ordering the white supremacists to get inside a U-Haul and leave the area. Later, an officer drove a member of the group.
Okay, yeah. So it seems like when he was on the bridge, I guess he decided to meet up with them somewhere. It was no track down. He just met up with them to try to get that dog. I don't know. I've been looking for a while, for the most part, but I didn't really see nothing like afterwards. So yeah, I didn't really see nothing afterwards. But yeah.
Armed and standing firm, Lincoln Heights protectors are still out guarding the village from neo-Nazis. Today, noise filled the streets as dozens of people lined up for a rolling protest. Signs and messages covered their cars. Some read "Justice for Lincoln Heights," others said "Boycott Evendale." Protest leaders were encouraged by the sign of solidarity from people across different communities as supporters drove through Evendale's business district to send a message.
Until we get a full investigation of what happened on the bridge last Friday, we want to place as much economic pressure on Evendale to do so.
Evendale police were out along the route as protesters drove through Walmart, possibly the biggest example of an establishment many Lincoln Heights residents patronize and are now boycotting.
Obviously, a lot of those places are chain establishments. Do you think that it still, has the same impact when it's not like small businesses?
Yes, I think it does. We spend a lot of money in Evendale in terms of the residents of Lincoln Heights. So an opportunity for us to apply that pressure definitely is like, where are our dollars going? How are they targeted? And I think it's another way to just allow our voices to be heard.
Collins says this protest is a way to keep driving the conversation and a form of healing.
These communities, we've always got along fairly well. So now here's an opportunity for us just to make that unified stand to say that, hate doesn't belong here.
You can always find our.
Okay, well that was it. There may be some parts of the video I did notice my mic cut off. I had to click it a few times. So I do apologize if I was talking and it was nothing being said. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure We got through everything I really want to speak on. I did say, I don't know if you heard by this, if we'll go back on that just to retrack what he said. It didn't seem like he tracked him down. He just met up with him to help him get his dog. I think the officer was way too friendly, way too eager to help. But at the same time, you, I don't really know. Because at the same time, it's like, it should have been, I don't know. I feel like this should have been a citation given to them. And they did, I figured like most of them, if not all of them, was going to be in the hotel. And it seems like they wasn't from there. So they was just purposely going out their way to do that. And I don't even know if there was really a consequence. Like they'll have to speak on that to say if there was any fines given or just, I don't know, a house arrest or something. But yeah, that's it, guys. That was the body cam footage released. It happened, I think yesterday, I believe. It was just recent though, so. And they just did that so we can see for our own eyes and see the whole story, I suppose. But I don't know. But my main thing is like I did hear one of the dudes who were in the car. He was like, "Did you hear those hard R's tripping out?" I played that a few times because I'm like, "There's like this dude. These dudes are just full of hate and then looking for something for like any conflict." But I don't think they really want that. They don't want that. Well, that's it, guys. Again, I do want to apologize if I was muted and then you didn't hear me. I was talking for a bit, but luckily the audio of the video was all good. So, worst case scenario, you didn't hear what I was saying for like about maybe 45 seconds to a minute. So, but it's all good. That's that. That's my whole thoughts on it. Where officer was just being way too nice and way too friendly. Should have been a citation or got more info, names down. Like they could have blurred out the names given out the video, but just get names down. And then I don't know, but I feel like that officer didn't really do his job. That's how I honestly feel. He was mainly trying to be a friend than an actual officer of peace. So, but that's it. If you want to check it out, you can just look it up. News websites say they have the full video. I wasn't trying to watch the whole video if it was no context or no talking or nothing. So I skipped over that. Maybe I probably skipped a few things, so you can just watch it yourself and look up the video, the websites and whatnot. But that's it. That's all I want to talk about. Just the body cam release footage. So just let me know what you guys think in the comments. I go ahead and read them and respond to them. And you guys have a good day or good night whenever time you're watching this. See you in the next video.